No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Florida State's offense will go to work first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faced.
To running room. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got North right away and was able to make a big-time play.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Back has it. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. So Notre Dame's offense will take the field for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The run to the left. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The Seminoles will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Snagged out of the air. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Ware. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Pulls and fires complete. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. He'll toss it. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll run play action. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oregon has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up 14 over Ohio. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Noles have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Off play action. Going to try to get it himself. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Irish. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush. Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Using the quick game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Reels it in down the left side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to keep it in the air. Under fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Noles send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Leaves it with the running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Quick completion on the out. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quickly complete.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The quick out. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
The Irish send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. And the returner is stopped. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle, it's Ware. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Can't get him to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. It is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Rush is on him. Finding an escape route. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. To the air on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Backed up now, here's second and long. The play action fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And the Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Trying play action. He'll take a deep shot here. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Finds the tight end. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Right on the money. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. He's got his man across the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Here's a heat. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Forced out of the pocket. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
And the Noles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll run the option. Creates a little space. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. Wants to go up top on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Catch in the middle, it's Ware. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Tight end now in motion. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Looking for space. It's Doyle. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. The holder will put it down on the right hash. A 33-yard try. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Now on the option. Quick toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the tailback. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Roach. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The run from the shotgun. Shows him the stiff arm. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Finds a little space. He's loose. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown Notre Dame! And the route is on.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. West Virginia has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 23 to Pittsburgh. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off-play action on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Pressure coming. Chunked it away just as he was hit. And the third down pass is incomplete. The Noles will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ware. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Ware. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He'll do it himself. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Reads it, fires complete. Fighting off the defender. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The option look. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll pull it on the read. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, the running back has it. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Hands it off. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Now facing a third and long. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's fourth down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Throws to the wideout. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. On the move, it's Doyle. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give and tick, 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 tick. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good, and that was dead solid, perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad, or as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet, move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.